JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, suspects held after fatal drive-by shooting in Linstead. Gunmen struck in the usual bustling Linstead area of St. Catherine on Thursday afternoon, killing one man and injuring another. The deceased has been identified as Jermaine Walters of Linstead. The police reported that about 4 p.m., Walters was on Grove Road in Linstead when he was pounced upon by gunmen traveling in a motor car who opened fire, hitting him. Another man who was in the area was also shot and injured, the police indicated. The injured men were assisted to the hospital where Walters was pronounced dead. The other man was admitted for treatment. Shortly after the drive-by shooting, a motor car that is believed to have been the one that was used by the gunmen in the shooting incident was intercepted by law enforcers. 2 men who were reportedly traveling in the vehicle were taken into custody for questioning. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigations by the police. Cops want victim statement in Dowdy beating. The police want to collect a statement from 17-year-old Kaylin Dowdy, who was beaten within an inch of her life last November and is currently on life support. On Wednesday, when the matter was mentioned in the Corporate Area Parish Court, the investigating officer indicated that the police are monitoring the teenager's condition. Consequently, another mentioned date was set for July 15, and bail for the 5 women accused of battering Dowdy was extended. The accused, 22-year-old waitress Timon Williams, 33-year-old Nadine Aldridge, who is unemployed, 28-year-old call center representative Shakina McLeod, 26-year-old sales rep Kristen Lewis, and 45-year-old labor Yolande Vassell are all charged with wounding with intent and unlawful wounding. The past student of Papine High School was reportedly attacked and battered by a group of women on Saturday, November 7, at an illegal party in Barbican, St. Andrew. She was allegedly beaten, kicked, and stabbed in the neck. Dowdy, who was unconscious and had to be fitted with a pacemaker, was reportedly attacked after being accused of staring at one of the women at the party. Aldridge is represented by attorney-at-law Samuel Campbell, while Shamar Hansen is the lawyer for McLeod. Attorney-at-law Peter Champagne QC and Richard Lynch represent Vassell and Lewis, respectively. 4 men arrested after gun and ammo found in car. 4 men were arrested in Granville, St. James on Thursday after police found a gun and several rounds of ammunition in the vehicle in which they were traveling. The police said that lawmen were in the area about 10:30 a.m. when they saw a Toyota motor car traveling along the roadway with 4 men aboard, whose actions arose their suspicions. The police signaled the driver of the vehicle to stop, and he complied. The police said the men were searched, and a Burson 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 12 9mm rounds of ammunition and an extra magazine which contained 30 9mm rounds of ammunition was found in their possession. The men were subsequently taken into custody. However, their identities are being withheld pending further investigation, the police said. Phone-stealing cop loses appeal. A district constable who had been sentenced to 9 months in prison for stealing a cellular phone, which was a court exhibit, has lost an appeal against his conviction. The Court of Appeal, in dismissing the appeal Thursday, however, set aside the 9-month sentence and substituted it for a term of 8 months and 3 weeks to account for the week that the appellant had spent on pretrial remand. Karen Morrison, who was attached to the Bull Bay Police Station in St. Andrew, was convicted in the Corporate Area Parish Court in July 2015 after he was found guilty of larceny as a servant. The district constable was accused of stealing a BlackBerry cellular phone from the safe at the Bull Bay Police Station in March 2011. The phone in question was an exhibit in a matter before the parish court. A report was then made to the then anti-corruption branch and an investigation launched. Morrison was subsequently arrested and charged after the phone was discovered in the possession of his friend, who explained that he got it from Morrison. However, Morrison, after his conviction, was released on $300,000 bail pending his appeal. According to Morrison's attorney, Peter Champagne QC, his client had appealed on the grounds that information that he had provided to the police regarding the phone was given under duress as he was being questioned by his superior. Chantilly Road repairs a national disgrace. After $27 million rehabilitation, a roadway in Chantilly, Westmoreland, which was handed over by a subcontractor in late May, is now in disrepair after 3 showers of rain, much to the disgust of residents. On Thursday morning, disgruntled taxi operators and residents lashed out at the contractors and government representatives, claiming that the work was a waste of taxpayers' money. "This is a national disgrace. This is a national disgrace," said businessman Radcliffe Barnes. "This is history. Me a 55-year-old and the first in my life, me ever see a road take over 4 months to fix and less than 4 days to mash up." A woman who operates a business outside her gate was seen using a water hose to wet the exposed marl. "Me just so glad when me see them a surface the road and I fix the drain them. But them only last few days and now dust would and kill we. It better than did make it stay, because me don't see our road to fix today and mash up tomorrow," lamented the woman. Janelle Ricketts, Community and Public Relations Officer at the National Works Agency NAA, said that the situation was most unfortunate. That section of roadway, which is approximately 500 meters, was contracted to the Nubian One contractors at a cost of $27 million, said Ricketts. The project started on February 1 of this year, and the works, which involved drains, curb and channels, and the paving of the road surface, were finished on May 19. She added, "We have noticed that there was spilling of the roadway, so the contractor has been asked to rip up that section and to carry out repairs in terms of asphalting. The initial work was not yet certified for payment, so the contractor, as early as last week, was in the area ripping up the affected sections where they had failures." Ricketts said that the contractor was certified and selected through a bidding process, so the NAA will not point any fingers. "The good thing is that it won't come at a cost to the public purse," she said, pointing out that such contracts have a defects liability period. Savannah Lamar Mayor Bertel Moore was peeved by the rapid disintegration of the road surface. "I have never seen something like this in all my life in this country. Never, never, never. It is a disgrace totally," said a veteran councillor. "I don't know who the contractor is, but if this is the way it works, he must not, and I say not, get government contract." Chang banks on new vehicles to quicken police response to crimes. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang yesterday said the government would be ramping up efforts to break the back of crime as he handed over 47 new pickup trucks and 73 motorcycles to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Chang said that the new units, valued at approximately $186 million, will be deployed across the island to improve response time as the police seek to apprehend criminals. "The police are aware and are sensitive to it, and we're taking steps to ensure that we can apprehend the criminals. This government will continue to provide the tools to interrupt and undermine criminal activity and apprehend violent criminals," he said at a function at the office of the police commissioner on Holdup Road in St. Andrew. Meanwhile, an upgraded domestic violence intervention center was also opened at the Matilda Scorner police station. It will provide counseling, protection and aid for victims of domestic violence, who would then be referred to a shelter under the Ministry of Gender Affairs, where they will be placed in a safe environment. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson said the police are hoping to have at least 10 such centers operational by the end of the year. "We have 4 up and running. There are 3 in Area 5 and 1 in Area 4. We have another 6 to be done by the end of the year. We are working with the United Nations Development Program Spotlight Initiative on that. It's really a joint venture," he said. "We are already in the process of retrofitting some of the other locations in a similar fashion to the one at Matilda Scorner. When we finish these 6, I see us having 1 in every police division so that we can offer that service and a safe place across the country," Anderson said. 37-year-old woman among 3 COVID deaths, 43 new cases in Jamaica. A 37-year-old female from St. Mary is among 3 COVID-19 related deaths recorded in Jamaica on Friday, according to the Ministry of Health and Wellness. The other deceased are a 55-year-old male from Kingston and St. Andrew and a 71-year-old female from St. Anne. The casualties bring the overall coronavirus death toll in Jamaica to 1,031. However, one other death of a COVID-19 patient on Friday has been categorized as being coincidental. Meanwhile, the island recorded 43 new COVID-19 cases from 2,937 samples, resulting in a low positivity rate of 4.6%. There were also 132 recoveries on that day, bringing the overall tally to 28,465. The newly confirmed COVID-19 cases bring the total number of cases on record for the island to 49,607. Of the newly confirmed cases, 22 are females and 21 are males, with ages ranging from 9 to 83 years. The cases were recorded in St. James, 19, St. Catherine, 12, Kingston and St. Andrew, 6, Hanover, 3, Portland, 1, Westmoreland, 1, and Trelawney, 1. 5 parishes, including Clarendon and Manchester, recorded no new cases of respiratory illness. There are 31 moderately ill patients and 7 critically ill patients among the 19,743 active cases now under observation in Jamaica. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.